Hello, dear students from Liceo Juan Martínez de Rosas. This is Miss Alejandra Beltrán, your English teacher. And today the learning objective is going to be to provide specific information about ourselves. This content is going to be fairly helpful for you in situations such as applying for a job interview, applying for college, or simply making foreign friends. Are you ready for the lesson? Let's start then. On the first part of the lesson, we're going to learn how to introduce ourselves. Learning how to introduce yourself in English is an essential part on learning how to converse in English. This is one of the foremost parts of starting an interaction. First of all, we're going to start with greetings. Right now, I'm going to provide you different ways to greet someone. The basic ones in informal contexts are hello, hi, what's up? Hello, hi, what's up? Now we're going to go to the formal ones. We take into account the time of the day. If it is early in the morning, we say good morning. If it is 12 o'clock or after 12 o'clock, we say good afternoon, good afternoon. And if it is in the evening, we say good evening. We do not use good night in order to greet, because good night, it is mostly used to say goodbye. So we have got good morning, good afternoon, good evening. When you meet somebody in a formal context for the first time, the most appropriate way to greet that person is to say, "How do you do?" And the answer provided is, "How do you do?" The only thing that changes is the tone. "How do you do?" And the other person responds, "How do you do?" Now let's go to the part of telling our name. We often say, hello or hi, my name is, in my case, Alejandra. My name is Alejandra, but you can call me Ale. You can say, hi, my name is, but you can call me if you have got a nickname. Or you can say, hi, my name is Alejandra and my nickname is Ale. Both ways are correct in informal contexts. A more informal way to tell your name is to say I am or I'm. For instance, I am Alejandra or I'm Alejandra. Then, when we want to refer about our country, we say I come from, in my case, I come from Chile. And when we want to refer to our hometown or city, we say I live in. In my case, I live in Concepción. I come from Chile. I live in Concepción. Where do you come from and where do you live? I come from Chile and I live in Concepción. Now we're going to go to a part that some people do not like at all, and it is telling our age. When we want to tell our age, we cannot use the verb have or have got. We must use verb to be. For example, if I want to tell you my age, I cannot say I have 36 years old or I have got 36 years old. It's incorrect. I have to say I am 36 years old. If I want to tell you another person's age, I have to use is. For instance, Rose is 73 years old. Or she is 73 years old in case we want to use the pronoun to replace the proper noun. Same if the subject is a man. George is 77 years old. He is 77 years old. Then, when you want to talk about your family, the correct form of introducing your family is to say, I am from a family of, and you say the number of members. In my case, for instance, I am from a family of 3 because there are 3 members in my family. Now, what about your siblings? Who are your siblings? Your siblings are your brothers and or your sisters. For instance, if you have got 4 brothers and sisters and you are the 5th, you have to say, I am one of 5 siblings. Now, what if you haven't got any brothers or sisters? In that case, you are an only child. So, when you introduce yourself, you have to add, I am an only child. Now, when we want to talk about hobbies, I'm going to suggest you 3 forms of talking about your hobbies. In my case, my hobby is weightlifting. The first way is I like weightlifting. The second, I enjoy weightlifting. And the third, I am a big fan of weightlifting. In your case, which are your hobbies? Soccer? Playing the guitar? Well, let's use them as examples. I like playing the guitar. I enjoy playing soccer. I am a big fan of playing volleyball or handball. Which are your hobbies? What do you like to do in your spare time? Now, when you want to talk about your occupation, in your case, you are a student. Therefore, you have to say, I am a student. I study at Liceo Juan Martínez de Rosas. I am a student. I study at Liceo Juan Martínez de Rosas. When you want to talk about your parents' occupations, you have to use verb to be in third person singular. For instance, if you want to talk about your mother's occupation, you have to use is. You can use the noun phrase my mother, or you can use only the personal pronoun she. For example, my mother is an engineer, or she is an engineer. Now, if we want to add an extra detail, such as the location in which my mother works, I have to use the verb work with a final S because it is third person singular. For example, pay attention. My mother is an engineer. She works at Higueras Hospital. Or we can say, my mother is a cook. She works at a restaurant. Or, my mother is a housewife. She works at our house. The time has come. Now let's practice. I'm going to introduce myself in both formal and informal ways. Pay attention because I want you to introduce yourself afterwards. Good afternoon. My name is Alejandra Beltrán. I am from Chile and I live in Concepción. I am 36 years old. I am from a family of 3. I am an only child. I am a big fan of weightlifting and I am an English teacher. My mother is an engineer. She works at Higueras Hospital. And my father is a mechanic. He works at Collision Center. Let's go to the informal one. Hi, my name is Alejandra, and my nickname is Ale. I come from Chile and I live in Concepción. I am 36 years old. I am from a family of 3 and I am an only child. I like weightlifting and I am an English teacher. My mother is an engineer and she works at Higueras Hospital, and my father is a mechanic and he works at Collision Center. As you can see, it is not that difficult, and I'm sure that you can do it much better. So I'm looking forward to watching your videos introducing yourself. I'm sure that you will do a great job. I love you all. Bye-bye.